Just before dawn, hidden launch sites along Ukraine's southern coastline came to life. Small teams quietly prepared a coordinated drone strike targeting one of Russia's most important military installations in occupied Crimea, Saky Air Base. Located nearly 200 miles from the launch area, the base serves as a major hub for Russia's Black Sea Fleet aviation, hosting strike aircraft, fighter jets, and the infrastructure needed to support air operations across southern Ukraine. But Ukraine's objective extended far beyond damaging a few aircraft. The real goal was to disrupt the entire military system that allows Russia to project air power from Crimea. One by one, long-range attack drones lifted into the darkness before heading southeast over the Black Sea. As soon as the last drone was airborne, the launch crews abandoned their positions, knowing Russian surveillance could quickly identify the launch area and retaliate with missiles or reconnaissance drones. Every minute after launch increased the risk of being detected. The drones followed a carefully planned route, flying only a few hundred feet above the sea. This low-altitude approach was critical. Although Russia fields some of the world's most advanced air defense systems, detecting small drones flying just above the water is far more difficult than tracking conventional aircraft at higher altitudes. The Earth's curvature naturally limits the range of ground-based radar against low-flying targets. At the same time, waves, coastal terrain, and reflected radar signals create interference that can hide small objects moving close to the surface. Instead of appearing as obvious threats, the drones blended into the background, forcing Russian radar operators to distinguish real targets from clutter. As the swarm approached Crimea, radar stations began detecting faint, inconsistent contacts.
They moved too slowly to resemble cruise missiles, too low to be fighter aircraft, and produced radar signatures much smaller than traditional military targets. These unusual returns immediately triggered alerts throughout Russia's air defense network. Crimea is protected by a layered defensive system designed to stop attacks long before they reach critical military facilities. Long-range S-400 missile batteries monitor large sections of airspace, Buck M3 systems engage medium-range threats, and Panzer S-1 batteries provide close protection for airfields, radar stations, and missile launchers. On paper, this combination creates one of the most sophisticated air defense networks in the world. In reality, however, combat is far more complicated than technical specifications suggest. Ukraine did not send the drones toward Crimea as a single formation. Instead, they approached from multiple directions while maintaining enough separation to complicate radar tracking. Rather than presenting one large target, the swarm forced Russian operators to analyze dozens of small contacts appearing across several sectors at once. Every second spent identifying a radar return reduced the time available to intercept it. This highlights one of the defining characteristics of modern drone warfare. Success does not necessarily depend on overpowering the enemy with advanced technology. Instead, it often comes from overwhelming the enemy's ability to detect, identify, prioritize, and respond quickly enough. Even highly capable air defense systems have practical limitations. Radar operators must distinguish genuine threats from false returns. Commanders must decide which targets deserve immediate attention. Missile batteries have finite ammunition, and every interceptor launched against an inexpensive drone carries a significant financial cost. Eventually, several drones broke through the defensive network and reached Saky Air Base. Explosions were reported across multiple areas of the installation. Aircraft parking zones, maintenance facilities, fuel storage areas, and operational buildings were among the locations believed to have been damaged. Fires spread rapidly through fuel reserves, sending thick smoke high above the base while emergency crews rushed to contain the damage. Yet the most significant impact may not have been the destruction itself. Modern air bases function as highly coordinated systems. Every aircraft mission depends on communications, electrical power, logistics, maintenance, command centers, and operational planning. Damaging these supporting systems can reduce combat effectiveness far beyond the loss of individual buildings or vehicles. Reports indicated that operational facilities responsible for coordinating activities across the base also suffered damage. Communication equipment, electrical infrastructure, computer systems, and command facilities were reportedly affected. making it increasingly difficult for personnel to organize emergency responses while the attack was still unfolding. Military planners often distinguish between destruction and paralysis. Destroying fuel tanks or aircraft produces immediate physical losses. Disrupting command and control systems weakens the military's ability to recover from those losses. Without reliable communications and coordination, emergency repairs slow down, situational awareness declines, and commanders struggle to organize an effective response. The operation also appears to have affected the broader defensive network protecting Crimea. According to multiple assessments, components associated with Russia's S-400 air defense system sustained damage, while several Panzer S-1 systems responsible for protecting strategic sites were also reportedly targeted. These short-range systems play a crucial role because they defend the larger missile batteries against drones, cruise missiles, and other low-altitude threats. When multiple layers of an integrated air defense system are weakened simultaneously, defending the surrounding region becomes far more difficult. Additional reports suggested that electrical infrastructure supporting military operations near Sevastopol was disrupted during the broader attack. In modern warfare, electricity powers far more than lights. Radar stations, surveillance systems, communication networks, command centers, and data processing equipment all depend on stable electrical supply. A temporary loss of power can slow decision-making, interrupt communications, and reduce the effectiveness of military operations during critical moments. Taken together, these attacks reveal a broader strategic objective. Ukraine was not simply attempting to destroy military equipment. It was seeking to increase the long-term cost of defending Crimea by forcing Russia to repair damaged infrastructure, reinforce vulnerable positions, relocate valuable assets, and dedicate additional resources to protecting the peninsula. This strategy reflects the growing importance of swarm warfare. Rather than relying on a handful of expensive aircraft, Ukraine employed numerous relatively low-cost drones working together. Even if many were intercepted, only a small number needed to reach their objectives to produce meaningful operational effects. For defenders, this creates an increasingly difficult challenge. Air defense missiles often cost hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Long-range attack drones are significantly less expensive. Repeatedly defending against large drone attacks places continuous pressure on ammunition supplies, maintenance resources, logistics, and personnel. Ukraine's strike on Saky Air Base demonstrates a major shift in modern warfare, proving that even Russia's heavily defended military bases in Crimea are no longer beyond reach. Beyond the physical damage, the attack forces Russia to strengthen defenses and divert valuable military resources, increasing the cost of maintaining its presence on the peninsula. It also highlights how advanced drone technology, precision planning, and coordinated operations are reshaping the battlefield, making unmanned systems an increasingly decisive factor in future conflicts. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe now and join the military state community. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our next breakdown.